See if I can remember what the fuck I'm doing.
Dicks. Screaming so many yell dicks.
Apparently. No, you're not. I will try not to be too loud for you and Rachel. That blood is not as nourishing or tasty as human, but it will partially refill your blood bar, which is definitely useful. And having blood to spend on stabbing people is always a good thing. And not, you know, eating civilians is a good thing too. But
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
Actually, I'm gonna unplug my controller, see if that gives me proper controls there, because it's giving me the wrong controls. Hey, oh, other side of the walls.
So many deaths. A lot of my own life. The pain.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Contact lenses.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Mom. Mom, because I cannot remember anything. Wasn't Harriet Jones the name of the girl who became the Prime Minister in, Doctor Who? That's what I thought. Because now she's a patient in my video game here. Awesome. I have a reflection, I think. Somewhat.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
I can just take a drink. Hello. Yes.
If you don't eat that pulled pork pastry thing, I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
We're saving some for him. Yeah, we were saving one for him. Oh, at least one. Okay. I don't feel so bad.
I'll eat it after the stream.
Because it's a light color. Why do you have two?
So let's wait on that, just because.
Days. Why?
Okay, that's weird.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
She knows it. If she texts you, she's just probably gonna get it. Not a perk. That was my seat.
Or
That's why we have no freaking dryer balls.
Well, versus one who doesn't know how to pull upstairs.
Here's 3 of them right there.
public tours.
Tim.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Hey, I sneak. There's no sneak options there. Oh, crouch.
5! 5!
I am not enough. No, stop.
And this is what happens when they go and get on in the Davis household, apparently. Mothers throwing balls at their
I
children.
tried to hand it to you and you just didn't want it. You threw it away. You're like, not that one.
Let's see Adam, shall we?
You still haven't given me the information about... Yeah, it would be good to not miss that.
Oh, that's wrong one. Codeine. Yeah, glutamine. Opium. Man, I found all the good drugs in there, apparently. Jesus Christ. Who can't breathe? Powder and shards for upgrading weapons. Yay.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oh, there.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Delicious fellow vampire blood. Hey, lock on. Then I forget to play a game for a while. I barely do that. Combo works too well. It's so effective to drink from other vampires. Pound barbed cudgel. Awesome.
Can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Actually, gotta look it up. How the fuck should I do that? Finds. Fight. Right. It's fire control. Let me use fire control. Money. Loot. Bullets. How'd I do that right? Oh, okay. Let's set sword. You can do that. You can only do it in certain locations.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky.
Seeing this man screaming. Where is he?
I can't breathe.
Hey, it is control. That's right.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky. Feel the fresh air.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Oh, he has a headache, but I'm not sure if I can do that. Guys, come here. Give me stuff. I know I've got, burp. Word. What's the other thing? Nope, wrong button. J, nope, I. Native Bird. Nope. That's what I kind of wanted to do, not really. That's sort of it. Not really. Nope. How the fuck did I play this game? I guess it is. Why is that not in fight? Open character menus tab. I'm stupid. Okay. Oh. This is the menu. Too many buttons. Right. I'm an idiot because I can't do that until I get to a different location. That's... Cash, there, door down. Oh, no! Did not want to do that. Alright, I should, if I have a person watching, I should, give me one. I can be less dumb. I was like, that's impossible. Nope. Stupid phone. Which app back open? Hit all wrong buttons as usual. I was already like, oh fucking fine phone. I couldn't remember my password, so I had to try and reset it to get it activated on my TV account for reasons I don't remember now that I think about it. God damn it, what the fuck? Okay. Potentially less of an idiot. Okay. Okay, chat is now live on my phone, so if there's anyone actually watching and wants to say anything, I can actually say hi. So that's the way it just came out. That's the way I don't want to go. That's more loot in the corner there. Yay. Shotgun shell. Awesome. Why are you still hiding there, good sir? Oswald, you should leave this place. Seriously, get the fuck out. It's not safe down here. Ooh, more shiny things. Grease. Machine grease or lard? Oh, here we clean. Good. That's easy. Man of the Dragon. I'm gonna have to read through all this shit because this sounds cool. Rat! Can't go down there. I don't want to. Light degeneration serum. That sounds awesome. The blood does not seem like the best of things. That's like... Oh my... gay. Wow. Wow. Oh. Oh, that's a...
What sort of creature is this?
There's a, I think it looks like exactly kind of like a werewolf. I wonder how werewolf blood tastes. Just gonna go fight in there somewhere. Or I could die, that works too. It's really good for being pacifist and not eating, well, not a pacifist, but by not eating civilians. I don't have the same amount of XP that someone like Tom would have at this point. Yes. I think you'd like this game just for how much for personally. Hey, it's Gray. Hey, Gray, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Vampire. Can you just
What sort of creature?
I say vampire. If I could just be less dumb and remember to actually be locked onto the guy. I love that the guns can just stun him. This is not too much pain. Okay, looks like it, yes. I think in this game, in this lore, they're considered an offshoot of, they're considered a different type of vampire. Okay, please don't mute me. I need to live. I did not get to live, because I did not hit one fast enough. It's sitting on a little shotgun. That's a good sword. Do I have a different... Oh. Oh! And it stuns? It's slow, but it stuns? Oh, I like that. What's a turn weapon? Okay. So using it, I can't use one of these. I'd have that changed to a different thing. Got it. Let's try this again. With a bigger weapon. get prairie attacks now, huh? That sounds fun. Hey, buddy.
What sort of creature is this?
It's already so much better. So with not having the secondary weapon, the ability to stun with the standard attacks. It'd be better if I were not so bad at this game. Apparently, but it Owie. It does look like enemies take more damage to stun after the first time. So, because like his Barky's getting bigger, or he's more segmented. Not be bad. Keep thinking that delicious fellow vamp blood. Okay, that's new. Ow. Up reach. Let's see, that's why. Reload the shotgun. I'm not sure there's much of a corpse.
Here's what's left of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
What are we gonna check? There's just bones. Oh.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Oh, hello. Get fucked. I guess does the shotgun just fix itself then, or? Just reload stuff when necessary. I'm not gonna drink human blood except for those trying to already kill me game. I kinda almost wanna buy this game for Tom if it's on sale to see how he'd play it. I know the answer is like a horrible person. It's kinda funny. Really, watching Tom be a horrible person would probably be better than watching me try and be a good person. At least more entertaining in some fashion. What?
Please, I feel sick. Get up.
I'm talking about this game, not what did you think I was talking about? No.
Over here now.
I didn't understand a word of what you're saying, and that's probably for the best. Yeah, fucking. There's other people that don't investigate. Yeah, whatever. Okay, don't heal anymore. Good. Your friends go to the Whitechapel place, apparently. Back to the club. Maybe I have that. District status serious, okay? So no puns here. Tom, you can't come to Whitechapel. Run! Why are these people such high levels? That's bad. that is serious. That's very serious. Oh boy. Oh boy. Level 11 and level 12, and I'm a level 5. This can't possibly go bad.
It's a name!
Ow, ow, good. Yes, ow, good, good, sir. No way! Ow, God, guns. Fuck. Guns. You didn't want to become a epic chill comment music there, cause, ow. I almost could have gotten that first guy had any more to, actually fight him. Man, just having a stunning main weapon though is so good. Where am I? I'm facing the wrong direction. I'm facing the wrong direction for my doom, but facing the wrong direction is still the case. So let's try eating this skull so I can get some HP or some health. Or he could just instantly rip me apart. Oh my god, look at his HP. He's not giving a fuck. I cannot believe that this is working. The power of stunning. The power of the big fucking club. No! You seem like the biggest tickets there. Mr. Shotgun Boy. Oh god, crossbow bolt of pain.
We have to stop it!
Ow. Ow, ow. Dude, stop that. Ow. You're worthless. I missed a survived it though. Shillings, a screw. Disappear. No, I don't. Awesome. You can crash from shit. Awesome. Not gonna go to sleep because next day. Nothing else to analyze? Huh. Oh. So it's just a version of, it's an upgraded version of the used blood. That's awesome. Huh. I'm confused now, whatever. Add extra stun? Yes. That'll be good. These trigger parts. Needs trigger parts. Never mind. Okay, actually, there's more I can do here. Oh yeah, just this is like a shit. Heavy so bug. That sounds useful. I think. Little guy. Good. Turn on this guy first. So much easier.
Steady!
Oh, he does not give a fuck. He's had no fucking instinct. Oh, trigger parts, yay. Hammer woods. You want to use those. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, the baby. I'm not sure where this baby is. I feel like maybe I found the best weapon in the game. With this stupid fucking... Oh, hello, good sir. I did not see you hiding in the corner of the bitch. This is so good. It's so it's such a stupidly good weapon.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. The guard improves more and more every year. When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
Ow. I love how no one's come down to investigate the shooting. I know there's more guys out there. Don't dead open inside. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, you hear that? Have you hear that? Alright, where the fuck am I again? You. All the noises.
Look like
So many faces getting bashed in with this thing. Corpses.
Watch yourselves! There's one of us who's died! Watch out for them teeth! Watch it! It's a killer! Let's see how it likes a bit of fire!
Yeah, like a glue just of blood. Try this level 12 guy again. This totally won't go bad again. A good amount of damage at least. My question is exactly where it goes best. Oh shit, killed it. Holy fuck. It's expecting to kill it. Where's Mr. Wall? Roger to the Wall, Walters. Two from rookies who are both. Hey buddies.
No, step away! Step away, sir.
You let me do that?
Christ, he's dead!
Your friend is dead. So you're gonna be too. Delicious.
That leech is gone!
You just don't give a fuck, dude. Ow. Yep, don't mind, this works far better.
It's locked, all right.
Of course. It's up here.
I cannot enter.
Locked door. Darn. Right here.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Remember this. Yeah, that's my phone not playing for a while. Locked box pills. Alright then. Shotgun shells. Awesome.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
Jesus.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole living in the streets. Not me.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
And then you're looking, who the fuck?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Free? You may soon find out that you have simply traded one set of shackles for another.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Migraine. Damn it.
I will see you later. Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Why did you shot this boy?
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Nope, that's on you. Never mind.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Rats. Delicious, delicious rats.
Not me.
Destruction.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
Boy.
Even the flu is no match for...
Hello.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Like, you're not.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid, or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
This is some useful shit, actually.
Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid not.
Come on, Jay.
A gun?
See you later, Ben. Benjamin, Jay. Ah, boy. I could imagine why someone take them to a safer place. Get that, like, get someone out of here and then to somewhere to someplace safer.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Just fortunately me in.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
I will... If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
I love how the guy didn't even care. I'm just gonna walk around taking everything I can from him.
Suffering in this world.
It's locked, all right.
What is this?
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Great, then. Show me what you have.
A lot of good stuff, but I have no money. Okay, so...
Time to pay, one way or another. You're late. Where's my money?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you've made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. People won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak, and there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
What the...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Take a look, don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look, don't be afraid.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities. But I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
There's also undeath when you think about it.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Get that from outside his house.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
price, good quality. Come on, take a look, don't be afraid.
The walls of your home will not protect you, for there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Some people that have the goddamn fatigue, they don't have
Why
the
are the
stuff.
newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about him. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Mithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Mithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
I was gonna say how much fun about Mr. Darby's infected. Hey, look, here's here to do. This thing is too good. It's too good. Oh, look, it's it. Oh, no, he's fine. Okay, awesome.
Just sees desertion and despair.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you, for a start, my dear Doctor.
That's fair.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
They're not wrong.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Well then.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Darius.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
The box. Oh, Amelia.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truth. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
Fine.
Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
Hi, buddy. I'm not here. I don't exist. I'm gone. Fucking thing. Oh, right there. Of course.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
No, I do not want to do anything with the prostitute. No, thank you.
Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not my call, Baron.
Be another night.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Yeah, I don't have any mesmerize because I don't need a mesmerize.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
What would have happened if I did have level 2? Just force one, no issues. Sake. But you don't. No need for that.
It's locked.
I was gonna be fighting this area, I'm sure of it. Not actually sure, but I have a feeling.
Can you hear my voice? I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
I don't want to see this.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Oh, shit. At least you didn't decide to start biting him.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
I don't know if it was possible to say this if I wasn't a fucking idiot.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Jesus Christ, game, no.
No.
I'm not gonna eat hers, Matt.
Your place is here.
No.
Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So?
I should buy this game
Here
to see
is
how you
my
do
proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise.
I can already.
In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
How did my mesmerizing level go up from that? And why I don't want to... What did it... What? Why am I better at mesmerizing people, and what did I fail with her? I know it's even possible to fail a hint. The fuck? Are you... You motherfuckers.
Stupid beast! No! Oh God,
Get the fuck out of this place.
no! It's a killer!
Fuck. Shit.
He's mine! I'll take it! It's on him! It's on him! Christ! He's dead!
Happened.
Burn it, boys!
I brought this on them. God.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in. If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy!
Oh, hello, Sea Brothers.
Cross the leech, boys!
I burned to death because healing, damn it. Try that again. And I lose all my blood.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Let's pin it down! He's dead! Trust the leech, boys!
Joe fuckers. god, why am I flash? I need that flash. Look at this. Didn't zip right off vampire. Damn it. Every time I heal, I think I'm getting bit. Fucker. Oh, okay, sure. Just wait. Where have I just gone? Oh. Cool. Complete accident. Sure.
I can't believe I'm doing it. It's locked.
Or the comment system is so bad that is what makes it so good. I'm not sure which, but it's pretty. It works too well.
Damn strangers are attacking me!
One. So tasty though.
Get away from me! Don't touch me with your disgusting hands! What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages. This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Cure for blindness. What? I guess I need to go take that to a... No, not gonna be actual blind person. She mute, not blind. Oh, stupid. Jesus fuck. I think I'll flip fire. Okay. I was thinking in this area that didn't get. Jesus fucking Christ on a bike. So many corpses. Of course, it's people just rip the fuck apart. At least 2 people rip the fuck apart. Alright. Okay. Oh, hey. My room. Try some lead rods, I can make this even better. Downstairs, talk to Asprey, and then other stuff. Come on, girl.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
As we know, by biting all the next we've been so far.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Get in this one first.
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Just did. What the fuck?
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Status here, huh? Interesting.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Okay. Now for chapter 3, I think that's good for now. Time to rest, level up, and call this a stream. This could be fun. Sneaky. Physical enhancements. Okay. Oh, there's a new zone. Yeah, every night the consequence of my actions may improve or degrade a district health status. Degraded due to disease, bring links to violence. To me. When lives to take the unhealthier district becomes, obviously, district's health status becomes drops below the critical threshold of the chaos. I'm not gonna fuck this up. Oh. So because I hoped her out and didn't fuck the thing up, that's good. But I've also changed the price of the stuff in the economy in this area. Interesting. It's actually kind of neat. What the fuck this is. Okay. Oh. Stable, let's hope. Stable. Oh god, face. Alright. Now that this stream is over, oh guys, 2 o'clock time. Alright, I'm gonna pause for a good water and coffee and something or other. I'll be back in a bit for a Far Cry and such.